I've saved what straight bits we can because we turn them into fence posts. So around the field it's all fenced, it's for our horses. We don't need them too long because my old fat horse can't jump very high. We split them with a wood splitter, a wedge. We got an axe. You'll see what I do with the axe, just to hold it open when I move the wedge again. Do not do what some people do and hit that on the head like that, because it absolutely ruins your axe. It squashes the sides out and it will never take a handle ever again. So, right, I've looked where there's no splits in it. There's a bit of a knot just there, so it might not go. If it doesn't go nice and straight, we just cut them up for firewood. But I'd have thought there, looking at it. There you go. You probably see the grain's a bit curly there. Comes up there and round there. So really you want to split that again, just this side of that grain. We'll try to get it to go down there, but they don't always run true when a bit like that. We could leave that one as it is and use it for a big corner post. I think I've already got a good stock of corner posts. The easy way out. Yeah, he's starting to come right in round here, but he might be right. Might be able to save it. Too bad, that'd be alright for a post. And we get two more out of the other one. Better than paying £1 each for them in the old whatever market, isn't it? Right in the middle with that one. That's a bit of a skinny one. It'll probably come in somewhere. And if it doesn't, well, we'll cut him up for firewood another day. In French, it's a tronçonneuse. And that's an Eco Professional CS 510. I've had that about, I don't know, 14, 15 years. And he's a cracking saw. I've got a big old still over there in the barn. A still 440. It's great for cutting big trees down, but boy is it heavy. You can't sort of wield it about all day long, but then you're not supposed to wield big saws around all day long. At my age. Oh dear. Look at that grain. The heart of the wood, if you can see, is right in this, just there. It's not in the centre. So I think we'll go down through the middle that way. Oh, stay put. See that splitting? I'll take my jacket off in a minute. goes. I heard it go. Phew. Got a lumping in there. Had I split it on the other way on, that probably would have run right out there. Beautiful chestnut fencing stakes. Last for 15 to 20 years in the ground. Right, there's the last little bit. I think it's nearly springtime now, whatever the date is. Or is it just me? Perhaps I'm having a hot flush. Who can tell? Never know your luck. Right. Here we go again. Right in the middle of that centre core there, I think should split nice and straight. When you're using the sledgehammer, I see so many people trying to strangle the poor thing. They hold it here, they hold it there, or they hold it and don't let it go. Just pick it up and let the hammer do it. Just let it go, like that. Same as an axe. You want to cut something with an axe, pick it up and let it go. Right, let the axe do it. Just same as I let the digger push this log out. Too old for all this. Alright, you ready? I got that. You. I'll probably get 3 out of that piece. That's when you get greedy and they go all off centre and you don't get any. But there you are. Let the sledge do the work, like that. I reckon we can get 3 out of that one. There first. Just like that. There's a nice fence stake. Go on in. There you go. That's the way to do it. And while I'm talking about tools, I'd like to talk about the chainsaw. It's not the best way to leave it with it touching the ground, but I was pretty careful to put it on some twigs. When you sharpen these old things, you need to sharpen them regularly. I expect most of you know anyway, I'm teaching you how to suck eggs, but get them real nice. Don't do that with the engine running with get them, they're like little razors. There's a set of wood chisels on there, and all they're for doing is cutting wood. If you cut something on the ground like that and you touch the soil, just stop and go and sharpen it up again, because you've blunted that, and all you're doing is using a load of fuel and wearing your chainsaw out for no good reason. Just keep it sharp, keep it nice, keep the tension on the chain just so he rolls around. Make sure you always keep the oil, fill the oil at the same time as you fill the petrol. Special oil for chains. It's stringy, I don't know what they call it exactly, but it sticks in the chain. And then from time to time I'll take all this off, clean all around the clutch. Got a hacksaw blade and clean the groove in the bar, cutter bar. There's a little hole at the end where you can pop a bit of grease. It's got a special little greaser. Pop a drop of grease in there. You don't have to keep doing it all the time, but if you're doing a general day's cut and you've filled up with fuel 4 or 5 times, every couple of days give it a grease. But generally I'll give it a little tickle up, sharpen up every day at least, if not twice a day. But if ever you touch anything like a bit of wire, it happens to the best of us. Somebody's nailed something in a tree and you gut into it and you see sparks, boom, it's game over. Change your chain, sharpen it up. It takes ages to get them right again, but to sharpen them right up, look at your book, get the angle really nice, keep the file up under the edge of the cut so it keeps the chisel edge really sharp. You don't file down into the lug, the cutter, too much. And these little guides on top, just every now and again they could just do with just a little rub off, because as you sharpen them these come back and it lowers, it gets lower, and these eventually ride too high and don't let the chisels cut enough wood. You can sort of tell by the way the engine's running. If it's working nicely, it's not slipping and going. If it just seems like it's working and doing something, it's about right. And if you look at the chips, especially when you empty your boots out at the end of the day, and they're all full of nice sized chips, you don't want sawdust, you want nice chips of wood. Sort of like these are here. That's how, and this wood's dead, so it cuts smaller bits anyway. Stuff like that. That's when it's working properly. And don't do what Kevin did, forget to put the oil in the petrol. Doesn't do him any good at all. Don't tell me there's no point in it. I'm just there to do it. €2 each to you, sir.